right, welcome everyone. We are live. How's everyone doing? It is Friday, and well, for me, it is Pizza Friday, which is awesome. Always love having pizza and movies with the kids, which is a whole lot of fun. And hope you're having a great day. And today we're going to jump right back into designing or developing our website. And hopefully, by the end of today, we'll have finished laying out all of our pages. I don't know if we'll get there today. If we don't get there today, then I will be working over the weekend to have it done, because on Monday I want to get started doing designing and actually fleshing out this website. And I think by next week we should be able to have enough of a website to launch and to go public, so we can start letting people know, where we are and what it is that we do, which is going to be a whole lot of fun. So one thing I wanted to mention yesterday, from yesterday, is that remember when I had my overhead camera, I didn't have the rounded corners, and it was because, stupid me, there's a file that you put, like an alpha channel, which is basically like a black and white image, and it blocks out the white. Anyways, I had that file, and of course I deleted it, and then it wasn't there anymore, so it wasn't putting that kind of transparency on the image. So stupid me deleted it, but then I brought it back to life, and now it's here. So little things like that just kind of always bug me. It's like, why wasn't it working? So spent a few minutes figuring that out. So with that being said, how was your day today? Hopefully it was good. For me, unfortunately, I spent most of the day reorganizing and reworking like my QuickBooks. I was having way too many accounts, and I'm a guy that likes to keep things simple, but for whatever reason, I kind of got a little bit more complex in terms of the different accounts I was setting up. So I kind of consolidated lots of things into kind of one account, for different expenses or what have you. So I kind of like doing it, but hate it at the same time. It's really weird. This is a really weird thing. Anyways, so that was that and over with. And what I'm doing now is I am just getting everything opened up here so we can get back in the game. And I think we are ready. So here we are. So where did we, you know what? I also need to do, this file. So the services and the process page needs to be completed. And once we finish those pages, then we have to do the internal page for each case study. So for each work or portfolio item, if you will. So let me just have a quick look here at what we have so far. So I like the internal journal page, even though the external, I like this. This is basically the home page for the articles. Yeah, I like that. We'll probably put in some kind of infinite scroll maybe on this. I'm not sure yet. But either way, we don't have any articles just as of yet. So, oh man, I should probably have to write a couple before launching. So the work page, yep. Okay, so what do we want to copy for, let me get back to our wireframing here. So we got the blog post. Yeah, the individual client page. Yep. Okay. So number 4, what's number 4? I think number 4 is our process page. Okay. So let's just duplicate this page. Do you want to duplicate this page? Yeah, that's fine. So this is process. Okay, let's grab our content. I'm just cutting and pasting from here. So this here. We're all about people. And then brands are built by people for people, and our process has been molded. I feel like something along the lines of like we build brands for people, right? So something like maybe this would be better. Our process of building brands that, you know, resonate with people has been molded. Yeah. Because I think we were talking about that before, I remember. Is there a better way to say brands that resonate with people? I think that's what I might want to change, but I kind of like this though. Our process. I'm just going to write it here to make sure it's the same. Although once this website gets developed, we're going to be just chucking that Word document anyways, because it's going to get out of sync. Okay. So we don't need this HTML, and we don't need this wrapper here for the collection. And we just need to get into the 4 points. So when we look here at what we have set in focus, we have the big header, the big intro, and then a little description, which is our process. And here we have section number 1. That's going to be the title in big text. You know, that's number 1. Then here's the points. And then here are these images. I think the idea was images, but what kind of images can I have for the different processes? Because we have, what do we have? Understanding the opportunity. Yeah, I don't know what kind of images I'm expecting to have here. Now that I think about this. Unless it's images, you know, of myself doing work, right? Images of me drawing, or images on a whiteboard, things like that, which could work. But for now, I don't have any images, so I don't know if it makes sense to put those in. Okay, so let's just start building. And then, oh, jeez, this keyboard closer. There we go. All right. Okay, so this is going to be basically a full width container. Yeah, because I don't think we want it smaller. No, it'll be full width. So what do we want to call this thing? I'm just wanting to have a quick look to see. Right. Okay, let's call it, what should we call it? Does it even, yeah, I need something. just like a main container. Do I have anything? What do I have here for contact? I just have the contact form itself. And then in journal, I have this 2-column grid. I feel like I could use on a page a consistent class that is below this hero section that'll dictate the spacing. Or maybe that's just the hero spacing, because the hero's on every page, right? Yeah, it's called hero. So then what we'll do, the hero will have, this will have whatever here to give it the right size. So not necessarily for that, because everyone's going to be different. Every page is going to be different. So does this old work page. All right, we don't need this page anymore. Let's get rid of it. I mean, this is cheesy. I can't think of anything right now, and we'll see how things play out on the other page. If anything else comes to mind. Our process. Okay, so what do we need in there? We need one for like a singular process. Okay, so, so we need a main container. Just call this process, because that's going to be a process. And then there's going to be the process number. And then there's going to be the process description. Here we have our, we're just going to say, oops, that's not what I was going to say. The block itself is going to say 1. And then the process description is going to have, now should this be a heading? I think it should be a heading. Should it be a heading? Yeah, because it's heading 1, 2, 3, I think. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Make that a little bit bigger. Sorry, just adjusting my screen here. Okay, so that's a heading. And then, understanding the opportunity. I feel like this whole let's talk needs to be a call to action. This is the arrow. Can you nest symbols together? You probably can. Because I want it, this shouldn't be capitalized. So I'll have to fix that in all of them. Okay, so there's a description, and then there's also text. Like so. All right, so that's process title. Something's telling me, I don't know what it is. Something's telling me that this shouldn't be a heading. Yeah. Did I spell that wrong? All right, this here, that's our process title. And here is our process, just text, I guess. And this whole process is going to be, should we grid it out or should we flex it? I think flex would be better for what we want, but we'll see. Because then we could be able to change things around if we want to, although you could do that with grid as well too. Just have to see what it's going to look like. I'm going to think what it's going to look like on mobile. So we have that one process. Okay, so now we just duplicate them, right? Oops, not inside. This will be 2. And I think what we want to have is we want to have a column gap, at least some kind of column gap here. I don't know how much, but let's just put that there for now. Oh, you know what? Let's back up. Let's get all our styling identified first. Process number. And then the text for it. Okay. Oh, right. And then let's just say 30 for now. Oop. 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Number 2 is define what to build. Number 3 is create and iterate. And then it is launch, training, and content creation. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, barring the images, which we don't have yet, which we'll have, which we'll be able to sprinkle around in the future. So this is going to be a really typography heavy page, obviously. Which we'll have to work to make look really, really nice. So let's take a look at this let's talk section. Yeah, it looks like we have it pretty much everywhere, right? Except for maybe here. Yeah, it's not here. Maybe we should have it there, because why not? Okay, let's take this let's talk and let's put that into a symbol as well. Let's call it, surprise, surprise, let's talk. And let's do that. Okay. And then we'll be able to let's just do this while we're here. Oh. Apostrophe in there. What are you thinking? I have this test class here. Back to the instance of let's talk. Okay. So what we're going to have to do, there's definitely not one on that page. So there's not one on that page either for now. So we'll delete that one. Insert let's talk component right up there. I'll just copy that. On this page, select, delete, paste. There we go. Now, do we want it on the journal page? I think, why not? Why not? Okay. And music. We're missing some music. What else does Stream Beats have? Because they have that lo-fi. They got some ambient, some synthwave, some stuff that I probably won't like. Yeah, it looks like the ambient. Well, let's try it. Let's play it. Let's see what we get. Got some good piano vibes. Not bad. Okay. Process. Yep. That's good. Again, I know it looks like nothing right now, but it'll get there. Trust me. Okay. Publish. No, not publishing. What are we doing now? We're going to duplicate this page, and we're going to create our services page. Okay, and the text for services. All right, here we go. Okay, so this is a listing of all the different services that we offer. So this is another one where I'm not sure what the imagery is going to be, or if we should just let the, the text do the talking. Which very well might be the case. Okay, so this is going to be similar. Wait, where are we? Yeah, services. This is going to be similar to the journal page in terms of, the individual journal page. where it's going to have, an inside wrapper or inside container, I guess. Is that what this is? Yeah, inside container. All right. Let's do that. Oh, this already has an inside. What? Okay. 1 second. Oh, this is on the article itself. That's right. So this is where calling that container an article would just be foolish. But maybe we'll call it, we'll just have to call it something else. If I want to go to, this is what I want. We got 600 pixels. Just cut and paste that on there so I don't forget it. All right, so where are we? Oh, yep. We are here, services. This is going to be our services. And inside this will be just a service. And how does it look? It looks, let's bring this up here. You can see, so what we have here, and this is really dark. This is the number, just what service number, just a little fancy thing. Doesn't really mean anything. Just a little visual cue. This is the name, website design, and then here's the text. So not very much. It's very simple, very clean, and just very easy for someone to see what it is that we do. Maybe in the future, there'll be a link here to learn more about this specific service, and then that in turn will show what we've done. Maybe that'll be a thing in the future, but not for now. For right now, we're keeping it super simple. Want to get something good out the door as soon as we can. So we want to work on things that help us bring in some more money. And yeah, it's one of the things that I remember from other businesses that I've started in the past is, I think before, in any of my failed ventures, I'd spend the most of my time doing things that I knew and things that I were comfortable with, as opposed to getting outside of my comfort zone and doing things that I knew, or not that I knew, but doing things that probably should have been done in order to help the company get, more clients or more revenue or whatever. So like focus on the things that'll help you make money. So by spending 2 months designing a front-facing website, is that going to help me make more money? Not really, in the sense that, having a website is going to help, but spending 2 months on something versus 2 weeks, that's a completely different story, right? All that time and effort, is that extra time and effort going to result in a better product that's going to help make more money? At this stage of the game, I think just having something that's out there I'm going to be able to put out to the world and show people what it is that I do and showcase my work. Just having something right now that looks good is, maybe it's like 80 or 90% there than spending, a whole 2-3 months developing something like that might just look a little bit better, right? It's the customers that come to me and pay me to put all that kind of time and effort and on all those processes in place to really build something that's good for them. But for me, it's a little bit different. Because I'm a man of one, team of one. Got to get something out the door. Okay, so Where was I? Right. We're developing our services piece. Which, where the hell did it go? It went below the header. I don't really want it there. So delete that. Don't need that. So the service has 3 sections, and I think we're gonna have to get a little bit funky in here. I think it's gonna be like a nested thing. So okay. So right here we're gonna have the service title. I didn't spell that right. Is that a capital I? Don't want that. Okay. And then we're going to have, of course, the service description. Good. And inside here, we're going to have the service number. And then the service text. Oh, we can even, I don't think this needs to be in its own little thing here. Whoop, what did I do? Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, no, that's right. And this will be service number. So this is service number 01. And then the service text is website design. And then I'm just copying and pasting from our document the description. Should that be in a paragraph text? Notice I've just been using no, it's not really in a paragraph. Oh, excuse me. Ugh, I don't know what it is in the winter. Throat gets dry. Maybe I was just talking to myself for too long. Talking to myself, talking to the camera, just having a good old time. And this service description text. Right. So this service, we're gonna do this, and I know we're gonna top align it because this is going to be a lot bigger text. I do know that. You know, it's going to be. Where's the font? Oh, interesting. It's not. Oh, it's because the height. So it's going to be something big like this. There's going to be a smaller number, maybe even small as that, and it's going to be on the top right hand side, top left hand side, I should say. And then the whole our services, we want to make this just like the other one, the journal, which was, what was it? I think it was 600 pixels. 100%. And then let's of course center it. Make sure I got that right. Yep. The only problem with this is that if I want to change the width, I'll change it in 2 places and I'll have to remember. So I think what I can do, so let me rename this to content small. And then what I want to do, and I'll also, just in case, I might not need this, but what do I want to do? Yeah. So our services, right? And then oh, do I already have a content small? I did, but maybe I just didn't use it. Because I just made this content small, and it's got the exact same. I'm only using it once. It's got the exact same parameters. I must have made it yesterday and then just ditched it and didn't clean up the styles. Okay, so that'll work. So no, not there. Here. So we're going to create this other container, content small, and then put the article in here. And then on the article, let's remove all this stuff. Perfect. So that way, if I change the content small, it's going to change on this page as well as on our services page, just so we can have a consistent width across all pages. Now, if it ends up being that this one needs to be even smaller, then that'll be a different thing. But I don't think so. I think this is a good size. So do we have everything we want for service? I think so. Oh, one more thing. So we're going to do this. Again, a little bit of a nested flex thing going on here. And then we're going to give... Probably might want more than that, but... Again, we'll keep this there for now. We can change that easily as we see fit. And so there's 6 services. What do we got? We got application development. We got brand strategy. I wonder if it'll make sense to flip these around. You know, brand strategies here, and then the text, and then the other one, then it's application development, then the text, you know, just to have a little bit of a visual differentiator between the two of them. Or between the 5 of them, I should say. Speaking of 5, why do I have 6? Okay, so I'm seeing right away that I'm not going to want this display. I want it as a grid. So this way I can control the spacing and have it equal. Should lock that. There we go. Oh, okay. I need more. I need more cutting and pasting. Okay. I think this is good. Yeah. Oh, what did I close that for? There we go. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm just thinking about how this is going to look once I style this. I'm wondering if I can have a nice, really light, like beige, brownish tone to this. Oh, we'll do some colors. That'll be fun. We'll go through colors and find out what we like. So there's only one more page left to do. And that is, what is it? I think it's our case studies. That is our case studies. Okay, so what are we going to want to do? I'd like to copy a page that doesn't have a collection in it. Yep, let's copy that. Case studies. There we go. Okay. I think what we're going to want here is we probably want the back and forth from one case study to the next, just like the blog posting. Okay. So within here, we are going to want to get, if we can, the name of the services, which is right here in the services rendered collection. And if we do that within here, we will get a text block and have the text be the services rendered. Right? Boom. Good. That was painless. The reason I was laughing, I don't know if you watch Family Guy, but there's this Family Guy clip with it's Francesca, I think. She's the she's the cleaning lady. And there's a scene where Peter calls her over the phone to try to give her a phone number to take down. And he's just saying the numbers, he's like, it's like 1, 2, 5, and then she's like 1, 1, like 2, and she's just repeating the numbers in a way that makes no sense. because Peter's just like, oh, I'm not giving you the quantity of numbers. I'm just giving you the actual number. So she's like repeating, like, when she say like 2 ones, she'd say like 1 1 instead of 2 1 or something like that. Anyways, then he just gives one number, like 555, and then she repeats it, and he's like, oh, that was painless. And then he's like, goes on to the next one. And it's just like this 2 minutes of going on and on about this phone number. Anyways, it sounds funnier when you see it. I'm not really good at telling that story, so my apologies. Back to the regularly scheduled program. Back to what we're doing. Okay. Yes, this was painless. It just worked. So, do we want to lay it out in the same way as we have it on the home page, right? With this dot. And I think what we did is we had to put in a little bit of custom code, I think, right? So we could not display the last one. And yes, we did. Let's see if we need to copy this. Just to see what this is called again. So client service and text dot divider. So whoop, maybe we can do that. All right, so this is like what, client service and text block, and this is text dot divider, right? Paste that in. Oh, no, don't paste that in there. Paste the actual dot in there. But now we need the embed to do this class. But of course, we want the class to be... We need to get a class. What are we going to call it? We're going to call this... So not featured client, maybe just client services. And where did I put that class? Was it on the wrapper of the collection? Oh no, it was containing those immediate container. So, which will be right. Ah, it's fine. So this needs to be client services. There we go. And it won't show up here. I think it'll only show up when we publish, right? Let me see the homepage. If that's the case. No, it should show up. So there's something I didn't do right. Featured client details. All right, what did I do? What did I do? Client services. It looks correct. So what's going on? All right. Where do we have? Right. Featured client service. I put it. It's not on the div. Why did I say that? Oh, maybe I saw this, but it's featured client services. Okay. So what's happening is, where are we? What's happening is I put client services on here, and this is inside the collection item. So this is rendered every single time. So there's not going to be a last dot item in there. Just because it's just the way it's rendered, because there's going to be all kinds of these ones. It's just not going to work. So we're going to have to put it up here. And let's get rid of this one. That didn't describe it right. Like if you take a look at the HTML here, we have client service here. And then, oh, I already deleted it. That's okay. What does it need to be again? Client services. Client services. And there we go. Okay. Because we have client services here, and here we have all the div tags within, and then we want the last one, and then it's going to take this class here and then display none, which is what this is right here. So it's like all the div tags and take the last one that's nested inside of this. Not nested, that's a child of this. And they get the last child of that and display none. Good. That's what we want. But we also want it to be, what's the actual, I mean, why am I not keeping it this? Why don't I not just make this the exact same thing? Like featured client details. I wonder, could I just keep it? Is this gonna work? Oh, I'm wrong page. Why does it close this page every single time? That's annoying. Oh yeah. Why don't I just do that? Because that's just working. But then I need to update this to be featured client services. There. Except I still have a problem where each collection item is not, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not vertical aligned. Maybe I just wanted to save that till later. So let's do that now. And what is going to be the best way to do that? So I don't need this here. Ah, it's being stupid. Let me just take a look at the structure here for a second. Featured client details. 2 on other pages? Do I have it twice? On what other pages? Oh, it's probably on... Yes, this page. Of course. Of course, of course. But is that only... Why is it only on this one? Oh, because that collection doesn't contain any data. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So, again, I think this one here... We're going to want to... Are we... So again... Oh, right. So this here, this featured client services, there's a column gap. Where? I did display it flex already, eh? Featured client services. I'm already there. Featured client services. Okay, here we go. So if that column is 10, so let's go services, item. And then we'll also flex this, but then we're going to give it a gap, the same gap, to make it consistent. 10 across each. Yeah. That'll do it. And if it gets funky, oh, that's just going to collapse on itself in terms of the text. Okay. We'll worry about mobile later. Now that should be working here. It would if it had the same collection. No, it's services item. And we go to the work page and do the same thing here. Services item. Okay. Next. What's next? What's next? Well, let's go back to our case study page. No, yes, case study. Okay. So we have all that in place. Okay, let's get rid of all this. So why is this in the hero section? That does. Oh, yeah, yeah, I could see that. That's fine. Okay. So this is like the case study here. All right. And text box. box, I think. That's for the introduction. We'll just call this case intro. And this is case featured image, 100%. What's our height? What's our height? Is it 500 pixels? I want to keep it consistent with the home page. 400. Okay. Yep. And we have that, and let's get the background. Featured image. Good. And we want to center it. Where are we? Background. No repeat. Thank you. And start from the middle. Excellent. Okay. Now, what did we do again for services? Within a case study. So they could have up to 5 different services. Right. Okay. So that's weird. Come on. Let me give an example of one service. And what does that have for gallery? It only has one image. Oh, this one has good images. Why don't we have that one? Add more images. Oh, it's gonna go from there. I wanted you to have more images. It's a gallery of 1. Come on, you should know better than that. It's kind of annoying. Okay. So let's go in here. So this is going to be a case study service. And we're going to have, this is going to be a heading. Uh-oh, we don't have the name of the service. Case study. Oh, okay. We have the services rendered. This will get sticky. So we could do something where we could loop through each service rendered and put in the description, service number 2, service number 3. The problem with that is then we would lose any ability to put anything in between the services. So if there's 5 services, I want to throw on some quotes or some imagery in between there. I won't be able to do that. So we lose flexibility in the design there. And if we do it the other way, I'm thinking of just having a drop down field to select what service is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is actually kind of good. We're just going to have 5 different fields that are referencing like the same thing. It's not ideal. It's not the most efficient collection. And there's probably people that are more adept at putting collections together and database structures together that are probably cringing at me right now. So my apologies, but let me know if there's a better way of doing this. So let's reference service number 1 name, right? And then we're going to render. We're going to reference services. All right, so let's save that. Go here. Service number 1 was, web design. Save that. So if we go back here, we select the fields, we should be able to see service number 1, which we can right here. So web design. Perfect. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense, even though it's kind of annoying. Like I said, when you're actually going to create, like when I'm going to be in here, again, this is just for me, right? I guess it's not the end of the world. So if I'm going to create a new case study, like look how big this freaking form is. But everything's just kind of duplicated, right? Like here's a featured image for the main, client. What services did I take? You just pick whichever one, or which services were used to create, for this brand or for this client. A small text to introduce the job or the brief. And then, here's where you can go. Here's maybe we go into the brief. Here's where you can kind of introduce the company. And then you pick a service. And then you talk about that service in the description. And then here's a gallery of images of the outcomes of that service, right? So whether it's a logo design, I don't do logo design, but if there was, there would be a bunch of images of the whole process, right? Same thing with web design. Maybe it goes from wireframe to sketch or whatever. And then just repeats for all 5 of the different services. And then we have 2 different quotes that we can put anywhere. And then this section of results and outcome. And then a sort order. Oh, so we can sort where it is on the homepage, which is kind of cool. Did I put that in? Exit without saving. Let me just verify whether that's been implemented. I think it has been, but. So let's go to the collection list. If featured is on and sort order has not been put in. Sort order, smallest to largest. There. No, wait a minute. No, stupid. Not on this page. It's on the work page. Because here it lists all of them. And then let's go to the collection. And I already did it. Sort order, smallest to largest. Yep. Okay. Already did. And I think featured is on. And it's not limited. So I just got to make sure that I only have one featured at a time. Can I limit the featured? No, I can't. You just got to limit all of them. Okay, anyways, back to editing our collection. So we have service number 1, name, reference, service number 2 name. Let's just copy this. I'm gonna have to do it all the time, every single time. Services, save, add, reference, paste, number 3, service, save, add, reference, 4, services, save. One more time. blah, blah, blah. Collection, services, save. All right, service number 5. Service number 4. Number 3. And number 2. Save the collection. Did number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Am I duplicating the services? Which one haven't I used yet? I think I did that one. Maybe not that one. That's okay. Oh man, I just got a huge wave of tiredness just hit me. Crazy. Oh, we're coming along. We are coming along. I feel like I see the music going really low here. I'm not even sure if you guys are going to can hear that. I'll turn it up. Maybe that's better. I'll turn my headphones down a little bit. Okay. Where to next? Nothing in there. Okay. Yes, back to here. Back to our case study. It switched. Interesting. That's fine. Okay. So we have our case study. The name, the text, what we've done. You know, these might just end up being styled like in a nice background color, you know, depending on the service. I guess if we change one, we change them all. Oh, but then we'll be able to apply like a background color for each one of these different services. We might do that. And then have each one, so what was I saying? Like have a different, like a background image or, you know, a light color. Give a little bit of padding, you know, some rounded corners. I don't know, something like that. We might do something like that. Not sure yet. Reset that. And if we do, then we won't need these dot thingies. Or we might still want them. I don't know. We'll figure it out. What am I thinking now? Yes, website design. So we have the case study. Now we have the service. Now I know for this, I want this to also be inside a small container. Or I think it's container small. Or content small. Yeah. Yeah. So this is case study title. I haven't been doing those for much except for the call to action. So let's keep it consistent. So case study title. Yep. This one seems to be, it could be more of a paragraph. Oh no, it's not. Ooh. It's not going to be a paragraph at all. It's going to be rich text. Rich text. And this is service number 1. Okay, these are like way too crazy. So basically what it's going to be like 1 or 2 paragraphs. Right, it's going to be something like that. Oh, that statement of problem. Well, that works for that too. Yeah. Okay. Results and outcomes. That one might have a little bit more fancy stuff in there. But for now, we'll just have it looking like it does here with just regular text or just paragraph text. We'll do rich text styling or class applied. And then I'm trying to think about how these, I don't want it to play like this. That's way too much. So now I'm thinking about how to display the images that are in a gallery or the images that I've made. I wonder if like a light box makes sense. Oh, but we'll have to do that. It only allows us to get one image, eh? Oh, that's because it's an individual. What about the light box itself? There we go. Ah, still no. So you can't use the gallery or the light box to bring up dynamic or to bring up images that are in the database as part of a gallery, which is multiple images. You would think that that's what it's built for. That's what I would think anyways, but I guess I'm mistaken. Is that the light box? Multi-image gallery. Straight no. Because, okay, let's think for a second. Let's use our brains. Case studies. So multi-image. Let's just take a look at their multi-image. Oh, did it not? Okay.
If you've used Webflow e-commerce
Stop the music.
or CMS, you know how easy it can be to create dynamic content, meaning you can design a page one time and have the content replace dynamic or e-commerce
I've never
product.
seen this person before. She knew.
Let's take this plant product page. We have all this dynamic content. One main image, 3 additional lightbox images, a title, a description, kind of, a multi-image field. Let's open up the settings. To create a new field, simply select New Field and click Multi-Image right here. This is one for our care instruction badges. We have a product already available here, to which we'll add our images. Scrolling to our multi-image field that we just added, we'll upload our images in both fields. And again, save changes and close the panel to go back to the product template page. And may the enchantment begin. As we're aiming for dynamic content, we pick out the collection list and drag it to our main image in the same column. We're defining the source as images, which is the name of our multi-image field from the product page.
It works the exact same way that that it worked for the nested. Oops, we kind of need that. Works in the same way that it worked for the nested items in here. We just have to. What we need to do is we need to let's get rid of that. We just need to just put in another collection. So we bring that in here, and then what's our source going to be? It's the gallery, right? I should have known. Should have known. Okay, so now the question is, how do we want to display these images? And my question, how do we want to display these images? It's not going to be known how many images I'm going to have per project, right? And not even that, it's not going to be known how many images I'm going to have per service offered per client. So should it just be either like 0 or 2, like some even number? Well, it doesn't have to be even. I mean, it could be 3, but some number where those images are going to be displayed on the website. Like they're going to be displayed here below in like these nice square or rectangular images. Or should they just be one nice, really big image? That might be nice too. And because if they're all just larger images, then that could just really let the work speak for itself in a way. I don't mind that. I think that is best. I think that'll look good. Let's do this again. Well, let's not do this again. Let's do this for the first time. So we got the image. We're not going to put this image in a wrapper because we want the full image. We don't want to crop anything from these images. So service gallery number 1, multi-image. So there would be more images that would display here if, there were more. Show all settings. What about the alt code? You can update alt text for multi-image fields images in the CMS. Really? Well, let me see. Well, it must be at an actual... Let's go to the case study. Edit alt text. Cool. So this is birds or whatever. Okay. It's good to know for some, make sure everything's accessible. There's always descriptions for your images, so I'll have to keep that in mind. And yeah, it makes sense it would be linked to the actual item in the database as opposed to here, because this thing doesn't know what images are going to be called up. This is going to be so this is case study image gallery. And then did I not enter? Ugh, excuse me. Case study, and then just image. And then we'll worry about this different spacing. I think one of them has like, does any of these ones have like yeah, it has 3. This one has lots of images. So we'll have to just make sure to space them out accordingly. Good, good. And then I actually have in my design that the case study is even smaller. Let me see how that looks. Like the whole container for it is quite thin. Again, so we're going to want to width. It's 100%. I mean, do we just add? We could just not. We don't need to be super fancy with all this floaty stuff. We can just give it some padding. Ooh. Yeah, I think that might give a good look. Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep that like that for now. And you know what? We're even going to call this content like really small. Not really small, but we can do this. Extra small. If I choose to nest it inside another content small at some other point in time. Okay, so that's a case study service. And if I want another one, but of course this one, we're gonna have to change it. To service number 2, right? And then this maybe here. Oh, that's locked. Oh, yeah, once you call a collection, you can't change it. So we're just gonna have to create a new one. A source. Gallery number 2. And we just need to call this. Can I copy this? Is it gonna work? No. But this is gonna be case study image gallery. and an image. And that is going to be called case study image. And bye-bye you. And then we'll have to do, we'll just have to repeat that. But what we're going to do next, this one should be fun. And this will be case study quote. So that'll be a large quote. I'm going to have to do this. No. Quote text. And what do I have? I've done this before, an avatar, right? I should have it. Yep. Excellent. And then choose, no, not from there. Not from there, from here. And quote author 1 headshot. Now I go here. Oh, why does it have these things? Don't need those. Just need this. Excellent. And we're going to have actually this is quote author their details, because we want the name. That's a stupid name. Quote name. And this is not going to be the name. This is going to be the job title. And oh, no. I want a text block here because I'm going to put a comma. And all these details are going to be yeah. Oh, okay. It's just looking a little silly because of the spacing. Because the names, let's go to oh my goodness. Think. Case study. Oh my goodness. Quote author 1. Oh no. We need to go into an actual case study. And go. Oh, no. Keep the quote. My job title. Sure, something like that. Let's just use again. Let's just use Andrea as a name. And our author, she's just the chief. She's the chief financial officer. Save that. Go back to our page. Looking better. And then, of course, the case study quote. The whole thing should be centered. Aha. And this won't allow me to be centered unless I do. Yeah, right. Right. I think. What did I do? I had the same problem when I had the avatar here. How did I fix it? Right here. I think what we did, I think it was this. Was it this thing? But that's centered as well too. Okay. Right. No wonder it looks a little bit off. Vertical. Oh, there you go. That does everything. Perfect. You know, I want to have those like really big 66 and 99s for the quotes. So that's a quote there. I'll have to get the code for like what the open and close quotes. Actually, let's see. Code for quotes. Mm-hmm. All right, yeah. Alt 0147. Alt 0147. Okay, perfect. And closey quotes. Curly double close quote. Alt 0148. Yeah, makes sense. 01. Oh, no, that's wrong. Alt 0148. There we go. So, I mean, if I just flex this, that'll show up. And then, I mean, these quotes, when I make them super huge, yeah. Yeah, that'll look cool. That'll look cool. I like it. And I think, I can't update that. But even if it's a smaller, way small. So if it goes too small, it doesn't go to the end of the sentence. So this one, if I display it more as inline, which it won't let me. It won't let me. Okay, so let's see what else we can do here. Let's undo that. Let's display this one as inline. Is that also... Oh. Ah, much better. But I want this centered too. Now we're cooking. Cooking with with fire. Stop it. Yeah. Oh, that makes the line Oh, that messes up with. Oh, if I no, because if I make it really big here, this will just yeah. And then we'll just have to know what can I do to mitigate that. We might have to do something where we display it or we float it. Yeah, that's going to draw it out of the natural flow. Well, that's what we design. We'll save that for another day. Oh, we could just use probably, I was going to say we could use pseudo elements, but it's a little bit tricky. I'm not sure exactly how that works with Webflow. If you could do that. Ugh. I could do background. We'll figure it out later. We shall figure that out later. Okay, so now I think we're almost done here. Because I think what we want to do is continue on with the case services and the quotes. So I think, so we'll have 2 case services, then a quote. Or should we just have 1? I guess it depends on, oh, you know what? It doesn't matter because we're going to have this conditional, right? So what we'll do is if there is service number 1, I mean, there's always going to be service number 1. Okay. So here's the thing. If there is a service number 2, if that's set, then we're going to show this one. And we're always going to want to have a quote as well. So let's take this, paste. Oh, it won't let me paste it twice. Copy, paste. Okay. This one is conditional on number 3. Service number 3. What is this one? Oh yeah, rich text. That makes sense. If that's set, this one here, service number 4. Is set. And this one is if service number 5 is set. Okay. Okay, so where are we? So this is case study number 3. So what we need is to get the name of service number 3. This is getting a little confusing with all the different or very similar looking like content. I got to be careful here. And what we want to do is just keep one of these collections open so I could remember the names, because we have to delete this one. Oh, no. And then insert a new one with service number 3. And this here is going to be called case study image gallery. And we're going to insert an image. No, that wasn't an image. This is an image. Service number 3. And that is going to be called case study image. But I could see that there's a little bit of an issue where that was in the small content, which we don't want. We want it just outside. Perfect. Just like that. Okay. Keep going. Number 4. Number 4. Delete. I need some music. No, it's playing. It's just low. Okay. And what happened? This went to H4. That's not what I wanted. The name is supposed to be service number. Wait, is this number 4 now? No, this is number 3. Ugh. See what I mean about this getting... So case study 1, 2, or service item 1, 2, quote, 3. Yeah, this is 4. Service name 4. Service 4. Okay. Right, that's where I was. So now I need a collection. Case study 4. And I think it's case study image gallery. Insert an image. Yep. And that image is case study image. Okay. And now we're at number 5. Service number 5. Delete you. Another collection. Source. Number 5. Insert an image. Number 5. It's case study image gallery. And then case study image. Okay. Oh, did we just... I think we just went over the wrong one. This is number 5. How could this be number 5 if we're at part number 4? This goes here. Wait, back up. What is this? Number 1. Oh, it hasn't been deleted yet. Or no, why is it? It's gone from here. Okay, I'm getting lost in this tree here. Okay, I'm lost in the tree. Okay, so here's case study 1. We've got the content collection list wrapper. And this is 1. And that's just the whole collection list. And is this the next? So what is this one? This is nested within it. That's just not right. This is not how it's supposed to be. So what is this one here? This is also number 1. That's number 1. That's number 1. Okay, so I think this could be deleted. Because this should be number 2. Yeah. Number 2. Collection list. Number 2. Yeah, and that's all. Styled right. Okay. That's number 2. And then, of course, just to verify, number 2. Okay, this should be number 3. Is it? Yep. So, service number 3, yep. Number 3, yep. And then the collection, number 3. Number 3 is correct. Number 4. Okay, so this is set to number 5. So let's reset this to number 4. I think I just did the wrong one. Number 4. And then now it needs a gallery. All right. So service number 4. And so that's case study gallery. And it needs an image. Get the image from number 4, of course. And then that's case study image. And this is all under number 4. Right? Number 4. Just have the 1. Oh. And then now number 5, which has a couple of collections in here, which is weird. So this one is the correct one. It has 5. Then what is this one up here? Oh, this case study. It's missing. Oh, it's not missing. It's right here. It's just not at the right spot. What is this one? This is also number 5. And this is number 1. Also, this is the one that's got to go. Oh, no. Right? How did this end up in here now? Where did this come from? So correct case study should have content small and then an extra small and then a collection list. Content small. Yeah, like this. Oh, that's a quote. Quote. Oh shit, what just happened? Okay. And then this got nested in here somehow. So do I delete that? And now we have another. Is this so? Case study 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this should be 4. Yes. Yes, okay. So far, so good. And that's this one. Close you up. But I want to still see. Yeah, you're number 4. And this, you are collection number 5. Good. And you are not. But that is easy to fix. There. Okay, so I think that's good. And then what we want is we want to have another quote. But this will be at the bottom. And this will also be conditional. Oh, here we go. If quote number 2. Yeah. If it's set. So if quote number 2 is set, then it's going to be here. And let's just go with the dynamic content. This is going to be quote number 2. And this is going to be quote number 2 image, their avatar. Quote author number 2. And quote job title number 2. Okay. It's harmless enough. And there's one last piece that we want to put in here. And I believe that is the results and outcome. And that is going to be this is H2, right? That's H1, H2. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to put that here and results and outcomes. This is going to be very simple. No. It's just results and outcomes. And it's going to be the results and outcomes. Pretty straightforward there. That's a rich text element. And oh my goodness, I've been doing this all on this style. Oh, hopefully I didn't do anything. Hopefully I didn't do anything to mess up. Basically, if you do some styling on this, it's going to set it for this one, but not for your main display. Oh, that's annoying. I don't think I did anything. I think I was just naming things. This one is looking weird because of where it's situated. I think it needs to be... It's inside here. And the results and outcomes, should it be in a bigger text like this? I kind of like it. So we're going to have all these things, which are going to be smaller. And then when you get to the end result, it's going to be a big thing. And I think this is going to be styled a little bit bigger as well, too, in terms of the text. So I think we'll leave it at that. So results, title, because that might be a little bit different. Yeah. If we want to do this a little bit differently, then we'll figure out how we can maybe style it differently. But for now, I think it's good. I think it's good. Okay, I think we have like our whole framework done. We have our home page. We have our contact page. Journal. Right. Our work page. These are all the clients that we worked with. Click into them to get more. Here's our process, our four-step path to success. Services, 5 different services that we offer. And then case studies. When you go in to an actual client, you can see review the case study. Perfect. And inside a journal article. Perfect. I think the one thing we might want to add maybe is the back and forth, like see next like work, but I don't know if I want to do that. So I'm going to leave it off for now. If I do, I'm going to think about it over the weekend, and if there's anything that I feel like needs to be made with that to take care of that issue, then I'll do that over the weekend. For now, I think, I don't know, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy with how it looks. Okay, it's been 2 hours, so if you've been with me this whole time, thank you so much for watching. You're a trooper. Hope you got some good work done at the same time that I have, and we're going to end it here, and I'm going to just say, have yourself a fantastic weekend or a fantastic day whenever it is that you're watching this, and we'll see you next week, next Monday, when we start doing the designing, and we're going to make this thing look like $1 million. So, which we need it to be, because this is how to build a business worth $1 million. So everything's got to look like $1 million. All right. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.